After the $1,000 unboxing video, the vote for my first review was pretty much obvious. I'm doing the VFC M27 first, and that's exactly what I wanted to do anyway, because I've had my own M27 for about 3 years now, but I've never talked about it. So now's my chance thanks to AirsoftStation.com. Because of them, I'm able to get so many things to review, and that keeps you all happy. So if you're looking for this rifle for $450, then check out the links in the description down below. Yeah, I said $450. That's a big chunk of change for a lot of us. However, I'm going to tell you why I'd pay that myself if I had to. Starting with the unboxing. This is exactly how a high-end airsoft gun should be packaged. The box is made of thick cardboard, and this cardboard skeleton holds everything in place while also acting like a shock absorber. The M27 itself is also wrapped in a plastic bag, as well as the metal high-cap magazine and paperwork. This paper includes warranty, registration card, and manual, but the manual, like other VFC booklets we've seen before, goes over all the basics that anyone can figure out for themselves. Unwrapping the M27, I can say that you'll immediately feel just how solid this thing feels in its weight alone, which will come in at about 6 to 7 pounds. At its base, this is simply an M4, so I won't need to go too in depth, but I'm still going to point out all the things that make this rifle what it is, or what it makes it different from other rifles. So starting up front, we get the bright orange metal flash hider on a metal outer barrel. The tone of the orange has brightened quite a bit over the course of production, so this can be an indicator if you have the 2014 model or the 2015 model. Or you could just check out the serial number on the receiver. If it starts with a 14, then it's the 2014 M27. And if it starts with a 15, then obviously it's the 2015 version. Moving back, the railed handguard highlights this piece. Not only do you have a lot of room for accessories like bipods, grips, lasers, sights, and more, but the top rail will connect with the receiver tightly so you can calm your nerves about any mounting points. This handguard is so tough that I remember even banging on mine with a hammer once to prove its durability, but that doesn't mean you should do the same. On the top of this said rail, VFC made sure to throw in some removable metal flip-up sights. These will flip up and stay in place unless hit, but they won't lock into any place by a button or a switch. So whenever you don't want them, just push them back down. The front side is adjustable for elevation, while the rear side is adjustable for elevation and windage. And to round off the top rail, the M27 is detailed with slot numbers for each mounting point, so find out where you like your sight to sit and remember those points. All the way back, I can talk about the stock that some hate regarding looks, but when it comes to functionality, the clubbed H&K stock is hard to beat. The release for adjusting the pull is in line with the base of the stock and is easy to use. Sling points can be found on both sides and on top. The butt pad is made of thick rubber, and it turned to the left, we can get into the small type battery connections. Nunchuck batteries and small LiPos are going to feel very welcomed in the stock, especially since these canals are pretty much made for them. And these are all the reasons why I love this stock. As for trademarks, Umax did a wonderful job by getting them all, from accurate caliber marks to the warning stamps, and even the many Heckler & Koch logos that can be found on the receivers, the mock bolt, and on stock. The receiver marks all seem to be laser engraved and may darken due to dust and dirt, but should never fade away. As for controls, the M27 is very predictable with all the same old M4 button layouts. A spring-loaded non-functioning forward assist, a very satisfying select switch on the left side that's well painted and stands out, a standard magazine release, a lockable mock bolt to make hop-up adjustments a whole lot easier, and a working bolt release. Now before I move on though, I should mention this extension. I lost mine in probably a week of owning my M27, and after talking with some other owners, they say the same story. However, other owners still have theirs after years of owning their M27s. I don't know really what to say about this, maybe just some quality control issues on a minor part. Another minor gripe that I would have is that there's no forward mounting point for a sling, but that's accurate for the real rifle. But since I like to run a bipod on my rifle, I just hook a sling onto the pod. Now for the interesting parts, some owners may have found that their outer barrels are actually extension pieces. I found this out when trying to get the flash hider off a long time ago to get to the 14mm counterclockwise threads. Might be a little annoying, but that's just how it is. Next, the pistol grip is admittingly a little fat, but that's not really anything to really care about. But a major factor about the M27 and the 416 is the mag well. Look, a standard M4 magazine. It fits. Big whoop. Oh no, a KWA K120. Nope, that's not going to fit. But why? Well, the magazine well is straight. This makes the well very picky on magazines. Any standard USGI mag should fit, and even my favorite Lonix PMags fit, but when it comes to special mags, I'd say you should really try them before you buy them, because you're going to get a bit mad if you buy a case of mags just to find out that they won't fit in your M27 or 416. So big disclaimer. But despite this, included in the 2015 version of the IAR would be a MOSFET system for the much more snappy trigger responses. And paired with the snappy response comes 380 to 390 feet per second readings at the chronograph. Throw in an 11.1 LiPo and you'll be slinging shots at 24 rounds a second.
Hold on. Yeah. 15, 16. Not bad. You want to try another? Yeah.
When I took this rifle to the range, I found I was able to get 100-foot shots and 150-foot shots pretty easily. But when I took the M27 to achieve 250-foot shots, I wasn't able to get very pinpoint. I was able to hit the fence very easily, but if I wanted to scratch a player's ear for him or her from 250 feet away, then I'd face a real problem. The VFC M27 IAR is all around a very solid platform that can be great for Milsim proven guns, which also fares well with .28 gram BBs and .32 gram BBs, and should be a test bed for other manufacturers to follow if they want to get a high-end product to feel like it's worth the money. But there are stories about the tech inside. Some techs will tell you how poor the internals of VFC AEGs are, but then again, what do they not say that for? It seems like there's always a tech out there that has to say something about every AEG manufacturer that they don't know how to make their mech box good or they're poor and blah blah blah. But when I asked for the issues online, I got silence. But in my experience, I've never had an issue with the mech box, but I can't imagine why. But if you have a word to share about the M27 or any other VFC mech box, then be sure to use the comments down below, or if you want to get this IAR for yourself, then check out the description for the links to send you off to AirsoftStation.com. Next time I'm reviewing the Smoke Wagon and APX from Umrex and Elite Force, so be sure to tune in next time when that next video drops from the city of San Antonio. But until then, I'll be sure to see you all next time. Alright, review's done. I'm gonna go swimming.
I hit the camera. Didn't see that coming.